Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe. Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, lead us now, O God, from unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Welcome to Yoga for Health, Happiness and Liberation. And this is our meditation show. And I'd like to welcome all of you. I'd like to give my prostration to our Guru and Divine Mother, Shakti. Today, I like to explain that in life we have to do our Dharma. Dharma is not a religion. Dharma means, what is the Dharma of a dog? Dog eats food and then he sleeps, he wakes up, he loves his owner and maybe sex, but that's all. That's his Dharma. He doesn't do any more than his Dharma. Now, human beings have to do their Dharma, but we have a choice. We have our mind, so we have to learn what is our Dharma. So if you do your Dharma, you are happy. You make everybody happy. And that is very important things to do. So there are three dharmas. First, to reclaim our enlightenment. That is the God consciousness. So that is number one. Eliminate darkness and come out from Maya by serving Guru and God. Do your sadhana. Do your sadhana. So that means spiritual practice. So that is important thing. And seek truth and O Guru. So that is our first Dharma. Reclaim your enlightenment because you are a part of God. You have forgotten in Maya, in this material world, you forget who you are. Next step is soul conscious. Know thyself. Who are you? So you do meditation, know and do your unique Dharma. Every person has their own Dharma. And realize that you are a unique being. There is no being like you. So when you are with the Lord, with the Lord, you are also unique. When you separate from the Lord, you still remain unique. Because there is nobody, no soul like yours. It's just like an ocean. Ocean is one drop of water comes out. That water you put it in the ocean again. It still remains part of the ocean, but a unique being. Okay? Now, third is life is serve your family. Serving the society. First is your family. And extended family is part of your family. And serve your caste, society, nation, and serve the nature. It's very important. And then pursue your personal Dharma. Every person has their karma and has something to do. Suppose your personal Dharma is to be a dancer, then pursue that. Because everybody cannot be doing the same thing. Everybody just cannot say, okay, you must be a football player. But that person has his own Dharma. You cannot change his Dharma. If you force him, he will not be happy. So you have to check your Dharma. And your children, listen to them. And at one point you will understand that you have your own Dharma. Now, only one person, when you are get a call from the Lord. You just say, I want to be a monk. I must serve the Lord now. That time you are allowed to leave the family and go there and serve the Lord. That is the only time you can break the Dharma. So you are allowed to go out and do your Dharma of serving the Lord. So now let's see. There are some people who don't do Dharma. Adharma they do. Just like domestic violence. It is adharma. To beat up a woman, beat up children for nothing and torture them, it is adharma. Now suppose a person does that. He is in darkness, he is ignorance. He does something because he does not know what is right. And not that he is evil, he is just in darkness. So he does all these things. But is it free? You beat up this woman, really torture her. And then, is it free? You think you will be forgiven? Not in Eastern philosophy. You beat up that woman, next life you take the birth as a woman, she will be a man. And she will beat you, he will beat you. There is no free lunch. Now, suppose she doesn't do that, God will send somebody. You make sure that you are getting what you deserve. Suppose you get away here. There is no getting away from this material energy. So, and then, if you do really bad, like some do, you will be dragged into hell. You think there is no hell? Yeah. But it's a temporary. They will torture you for a while. There is no free lunch. So, if you are a wise man, you will listen what I'm saying. And what you got to do. And when you take little girl, she is Lakshmi, Divine Mother. They are so loving. How can you beat them up? How can you torture them? In Delaware this year, 16 people died. Domestic violence, 16 people. How many people tortured and didn't die? Huh? There is no such thing that you will be forgiven. So don't count on that. That is not the right kind of teaching. You do wrong thing, you pay for it. That's all it is. You say, well, I'm sorry. You're not sorry. You're sorry you won't do such things, okay? This is a very important thing. Now, can a person who is so ignorant, adharma, can meditate? No, he cannot meditate. But he should meditate, so he can shape up. Otherwise, he is doing such a wrong thing that he will not be free. That is very important thing. So, what is religion? Compassion. When you have a lovely woman and children, enjoy them and appreciate. And you must love without respect. Is no love. You say, I love her, but I am going to beat you up. Now what kind of love is that? That's no love. Now, let's say that you want to, I was giving this seminar, I said, how many people believe in love? Everybody raised their hand. Then I said, suppose you want to child do something wrong. How many of you believe that you should use a stick? Everybody raised their hand. I said, what kind of love is that? There are three things. For disciplining, you use love. You love carrot, some kind of incentive, and you use stick. Now, suppose if a fly comes, do you think I should use a knife to get rid of the fly? No, I just use the hand. Huh? So you should have patience. Little children do not understand. So patiently, lovingly, if you really love them, they will obey. They will respect you. And sometimes they are upset. So listen, communicate with them. And it's very, very important to communicate with your children. And don't use if you can use a carrot, don't use a stick. If you can use the love, don't use a carrot. You don't need that. But in the family, it is very important that you use loving family. And that family have patience. It has to have a loving relationship. It's very, very important. So now, what one can do, suppose you get very angry. When you get angry, you should not do anything. There is a beautiful story, a Japanese story. This great warrior, one time this wicked man killed his wife. Then they had a duel, they had a fight. And then this warrior finally won, and he had his sword right on his throat. But he was so angry, he just pulled back. The man, this wicked man, asked him, he said, "Why didn't you kill me when you had your sword right on my throat?" He said, "Because I got angry. And whenever I'm angry, I should not do, because I could do something wrong." What a beautiful wisdom. So when you are angry at home, you should shut up. Go away from that. Come back later. When you are not angry, then respond. Or meditate. Do whatever. But when you are angry, just don't say things, because you will say things you should not say. So, what is the wisdom? Wisdom is, I'm very angry, fine. It's nothing wrong. People get angry. Then, when you calm down, discuss things. Straighten out. You understand. But when you get angry, don't take an action. Don't do anything. That is the wisdom. Why one should do meditate? Well, if you keep getting angry, it's a bad habit. First place, people just get angry. It's like a good thing. It's a bad habit, okay? And sometimes, some people say it's just sickness. I don't think it's sickness, it's just bad habit. So, shape up and don't get angry. And try to control, because in anger, you can destroy a lot of things. Now, if you are miserable in home, if you get angry, then make everybody miserable, then everybody's upset. So if you are angry, you're upset, you keep quiet and let them help you to calm you down. How can you do that? If you're all upset, jump up and down. Keep quiet. Go a little meditation. Why do people do meditation? Meditation is a process to teach yourself how to love, which you are loved. But you have forgotten. You have gone away from it. So what you have to do again? Come back and learn to love again. And that is the first dharma. Learn to teach, reclaim your enlightenment is your first dharma. The enlightenment is love. So that is very important thing. Now I just tell you, when people get married, you see, they're all young. It's good. That time they do not know what love is and everything. Most of them, especially men, are very sex conscious and they just do not know. The women are very love conscious. So both has to get together and they both have to teach each other. The man has to learn to love. Now, when I got married, well, first time, well, I thought I give whatever she wants, I give her this and that. And then once in a while she would say, my wife would say, I was young, like 30. She said, you don't love me. I said, wait a minute, I love you. I get you a car, you wanted that kind of car? I got that kind of. You got this kind of house? I got that kind of. I said, what do you want? But see, I did not know. I did not know how to make soul contact. That's what love is. And my mind was playing golf, playing tennis, and do this, and do movies, and this. To me, that was love. Sex, that's love. So that was me, love, but that was not love. To her, it was different. There was a personal attention. And then, very interesting, I said, gee, okay, I'll try. Then she said, how much you love me? I said, it puts you on a spot. So I said, oh, God. So I said, okay. I thought about it and I said, listen, I love you so much, but so much is lust, okay? But I make sure every day my love grows a little bit more. I'll try. Okay. She said, okay, that's not a bad deal. Now, then I went to my guru, Swami Vishnu Devananda. So we both used to go to Canada. He had a big ashram. So I prostrated to him, and my wife was right with me. I have to tell you this story. It's really good. So then he told me, we were saying something, and he turned around and he points at her, and he said, that's your guru. And I said, gee, wait a minute. Then I didn't say anything. And she heard that he said something. And then my face became a turn, real upset, but I was shocked. And she saw the shock in my face. And I said, oh. Then afterwards, Swami Vishnu, my guru, left. Then she said, what Swamiji said? See, in India, we don't say Swami. We just say Swamiji, means respect. So she said, what Swamiji said? I said, nothing much, forget it. She said, no, but he said something. I said, well, no, nothing important, okay? Then we gone. Another 3-4 hours gone. She came and she said, what Swamiji said? I said, well, not too important, forget it. Why cannot you forget about that? She said, but he said something, face got turned. I said, I know. But then after next day in the morning, we were going for meditation. She said, Swamiji said something. What did he say? I said, oh, gee. I said, it is also coming to me again and again and again. I'll tell you when we go home, okay? So we were in Canada that time. So we came home. Then I said, oh, gee. And then I really thought about that. And then I said, okay, sit down here. So we went in a bedroom that evening. I said, you sit down here. Then I put my head on the floor and I said, you are my guru. I said, she was shocked. She said, that was Swamiji said. Swamiji said that Swamiji knew my problem. I had an ego problem. I think I'm very smart, not her. And that was my problem. So he knew. So immediately he said, she's your guru. And better